Today, this is a speed limit which is unlikely to be adhered to at Kames Motorsport Complex in Muirkirk, Ayrshire, as the University of West of Scotland Motorsport engineering students put their skills to the test for the first time at the track. Lowering himself into the car is course coordinator David Kennedy, who will today be putting his faith in second years as they will be reaching speeds of up to 80 miles per hour. The students are sure to have a busy day ahead of them as David explains the purpose of the exercise.
It's about getting what we call the setup of the car right, which is getting the wheels all pointing in the right directions to a very, very high degree of accuracy and carrying the right weights to a high degree of accuracy, and tuning things like tyre temperatures and spring rates and things like that. They've been getting data from a number of sources. They've been taking lap times just manually with a stopwatch. They've been taking data directly from the car, such as tyre temperatures and tyre pressures, and they've also been downloading data from the onboard data acquisition system onto a computer. And for the coursework, they've got to merge those three sets of data together, and if you're not absolutely perfect in your organisation, that can become tricky.
As Jordan explains, the second years enjoyed the chance of some hands-on experience after a year of theory.
The track was good, it was different. Just instead of being here and always working on it, we got a chance to go to the track and actually see what it's like, more real life kind of stuff, which was good. That was good actually.
David's colleague, Kenny Cameron, is well aware of the risks involved in pushing the car to its limits and stresses a high work ethic is essential.
Students today tend to be fairly laid back, and that was really quite laid back. Can be quite frightening considering they're taking the car apart and pulling it back together, and then we're going out and doing 80 mile an hour in the main straight. So you've got to have faith in them, and sometimes when they're too laid back, it's difficult to have faith in them. They should have organised this all from the very beginning, so they would take charge and do everything themselves. Now we expect, they're only second year, so we expect to actually put a bit of an input into them to help them along, but perhaps they may want to put more of an input in than we really would normally expect.
David also stresses that students must be conscious of the responsibility they hold over their lecturer, despite his experience.
It's a huge responsibility. I mean, the students have been responsible today for sending a car out that, as you've seen, we're not hanging about, we're pushing the car quite hard. If there was a mechanical failure due to something that they'd not done correctly, there could be a fairly big accident as a result of that. The team today weren't as enthusiastic in terms of their organisation or their engagement with the task that we'd set for them today, so had to be a little harsh on them at the sort of wash-up session. But hopefully they'll take something from that. They've had their day at the track, now they've actually got to take something from the data that they've gathered and do a coursework based on that information. And the fact that they've been disorganised means that they're going to struggle a little bit more with making use of the data that they've gathered. So it all comes out in the wash.
It is a difficult course. It's engineering, bit of calculation involved, which a lot of people struggle with these days. But yeah, they seem okay. They'll get there. They'll mature as the years go on, and they'll get there.
Only the most enthusiastic, who are also well qualified, will get into the motorsport industry. But the qualifications overall for going into the
So after a day's work at the track, David and Kenny have made it clear that the course offers good career prospects for those willing to go the extra mile.